So, yo, this is the craziest thing of it all. Okay, so y'all know the YSL trial. YSL trial. All right, let's just go to images real quick. So at first we had like 22 people being charged, or maybe it was 18 or something like that. They were charged with a state RICO, right, which is the violating the Georgia state RICO charge and gang whatever. They have certain statutes that actually dictate and govern gang associations. Anyway, there was 18 people or 18 or 22 people charged, and essentially what happened, by the time it got to trial, it was like 7 or 8. Most of them took pleas. Some of them they can't find, I think 2 or 3. And everyone else took pleas, including Gunna in the second, third, and now we have Thug, who's now in court. Now, remember when this all started? We floated ideas and actual speculations, but it was actual word on the street that people were saying this all started because Young Thug got, and this is all alleged. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm not saying it happened or not. I'm telling you what's word on the street. They're saying it's been up for Young Thug, and all this has started since Young Thug allegedly had Donovan Nut Thomas killed. Let's look up the name. Donovan Nut Thomas. Now, who is this guy? Right? This is this guy here. He was the guy who was managing Rich Homie Quan. He was a part of the Inglewood Mafia family. Now, the Inglewood Mafia family gang were beefing with YSL. Multiple shootings, whatever. They also accused each other, well, more of the YSL, the Inglewood Mafia family guys saying, hey, yo, y'all shot one of our homies last night and you're snitching on him. Like, they were basically saying YSL had members who would shoot you and snitch on you. So they've been telling us that YSL was snitch. Now, granted, ironically, Jeffrey, who has commented on snitches in media, never commented on the snitches in his own camp. Ironic, it's coming back to bite him. So here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing why I bring up Donovan Nut Thomas. Oh, and by the way, this is the obituary from the this is the obituary from the funeral home when he died. Oh my God, this is crazy. Here we go. The obituary, so January 10th, 2015. Here's the funeral service stuff. Wow. A tribute wall, this and third. Wow. This is what it is. Wow, they could use a better picture of him, right? Got him just with like a bust down watch on and a chain and a wife beater. They're gonna use a different picture. Anyway, here's the thing. Part of the defense for Young Thug is street conversations that Donovan Nut Thomas was fucking the DA. Fani Willis. We know this face. We know this name. By the way, she got a little bumper on her. So matter of fact, y'all want to see that? Come on, we know. She got that little bump. She got that little, you know, you can see under that corporate dress. She got that little bumper on her. I ain't gonna hold you. You heard me? Now, this is crazy. And when I mean this is crazy is because a woman, and by the way, I'm only talking in speculation. I'm talking in definitive. I'm talking about what allegedly the streets are saying and what people have been saying as rumor. Do I notice this fact? I don't. But people been saying, everybody knows that Fani Willis was dealing with Donovan Nut Thomas at a point. Now, the thing is, that is already some type of work impropriety already, because if the leader in the county, which is the district attorney who's supposed to make decisions on are we taking this to trial and make prosecutorial decisions within the county, if they're sleeping with a possible criminal, which I'm not going to say Donovan Nut Thomas was, but if you're sleeping with, that would probably be a conflict of interest. Correct? Cool. Now, what have people said to support that? Because that sounds like a wild claim. What people have said is, well, apparently in her office, so she went through a time where she wasn't DA. She was actually district. She went from an assistant DA or something like that, and she went to a defense attorney, right? And when she was a defense attorney, that's when she represented YSL Mondo. Remember? Fani Willis, YSL Mondo. Let's see if we can find the Mondo thing. Probably can't find a picture, but she represented YSL Mondo, okay? Now, ironically, when the YSL indictment comes down, we get somebody like Slug, what was his name, Walter Murphy? He gets indicted, even though, by the way, he claims he denounced the gang years ago. But guess who doesn't get indicted? Another co-founder, YSL Mondo, does not get indicted. Why might that be the case? That might be the case because that's another conflict of interest. You know why? Well, ma'am, you're the head prosecutor in town. You just indicted the gang that I'm supposedly in. But when you were a defense attorney, you were defending me on me being in a gang. That would be a conflict of interest. So we don't know if that's the reason why, but ironically, he's not even indicted. He didn't get charged. He would have a great case to say it's a conflict of interest because the person who's now prosecuting, you got to realize it's attorney-client privilege. Think about this. Attorney-client privilege, they're talking, he says to Fani Willis, yeah, I'm part of YSL. He throws up all them signs in, S stands for this, L stands for this, IME, all that bullshit. And then Fani Willis like, okay, I got you. Goes into court, defends him successfully, gets to be the head DA 3 years later, and says, remember the nigga I defended successfully? That nigga told me he was YSL. He was on that shit talking about slime and slap, wiping his nose like he had a cold. Let's get that nigga indicted too. Most reasonable judges would be like, that's problematic. They would probably not throw out the case, but probably change the prosecutor or change the jurisdiction that this might be convenient in because you're the head DA of the entire county. So he wasn't charged. Now, again, you could take what I'm saying as assumptions and hypotheticals. But if you start listening closely, what I'm saying makes a lot of sense. So he wasn't charged, even though randomly he then gets caught afterwards for some non-related charges and he's back in jail. But yeah, I didn't want to throw him in a YSL case, even though afterwards he came on this platform, another platform, still talking about that YSL shit. Okay. But he didn't get charged. Just watch. So now, it was said that Fani Willis, who used to allegedly maybe date, who knows, allegedly, Donovan Nut Thomas, Fani Willis promised Donovan Nut Thomas. By the way, I ain't gonna lie to you, for a nigga who was 26, no disrespect, and God rest his dead and shit, this nigga look at least 45. But anyway, beside the point. Allegedly, Fani Willis promised the parents or the mother of Donovan Nut Thomas, right, that she was going to get justice for his murder. Now, this has been since 2015. Here's the thing. They haven't been able to convict nobody for it. They actually arrested some people, discharged them. They had to let some of them go. They had some of the wrong dudes. But the streets been talking. The beef been on the internet. They can see it happening. The reason why YFN Lucci is beefing so openly with Young Thug is because YFN Lucci was rocking with these niggas. I know y'all want to think the court just shut their computer off and just go home and just close their eyes. It never opens, never hears. They know what's going on in the streets. They got detectives. They got people who are acting as agents. They're paying people for information. They know what's going on. But they couldn't tie it to Thug. The closest they got to tie it to Thug was this. Let's go back to 2015. 2015 Young Thug arrest. I got to go to 2015. No, not here. It's 2015. He got arrested. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it for y'all. They raided his house. Raided. Right here. Bang. Chat. By the way, this is why we the best at what we do. You know what I mean? For all the people like, come on. You gotta be in tune with this shit. This is the follow timeline. 2015. Remember, this is after Donovan Nut Thomas died. He died in January. Later that year, the police know what's going on. Oh, Young Thug got him killed. Fuck. But we got nothing on Young Thug. They lock up some other dudes. One of the dudes ain't really had nothing to do with none of that. Fuck. The DA wants to find who killed him. The DA knows allegedly Thug behind the shit. Cool. Check this out. Young Thug gets hit with drug and weapons charges. Let's read this. This is from, look, July 16th, 2015. Cops are dropping a hammer on Young Thug. He's reported being slapped with drugs and weapons charges after a raid at his home. Let me ask you a question now. You think if you raid any entertainer's home, especially the ones who be off drugs, you think you won't find drugs and some weapons? They all claim they ain't beef. Most of these things have felons, and they all be off drugs. You think you won't find some drugs and weapons? Here's my point. They damn well knew they was going to find some shit, but they were looking for some ancillary shit. Probably something they wouldn't put in a search warrant because they didn't have reason to officially blame him for the murder of Donovan Nut Thomas. So they act like, oh no, we're just going in to make sure we think he has drugs and weapons. You know he got drugs and weapons. So look, they executed a search warrant. Here's the thing, though, that they did. By the way, this is also after the Lil Wayne bus shooting. So they're realizing Young Thug is getting it active. Cleveland Ave got niggas bleeding. They gave him felony cocaine possession, felony marijuana possession, and 3 felony gun counts. Okay. This was the crib. Now, what they didn't mention on this TMZ article is that they took a cell phone. And the detectives was more interested in the cell phone than the drugs and the guns. Why would that be? Because they need to try to connect Young Thug giving out orders to commit a murder. Remember they even caught, allegedly, him on the phone with Pee Wee Roscoe right after the Wayne shooting, but it was innocuous. I think the Birdman shoot, I think that audio is out. We might even hear that afterwards. It was innocuous. What I mean innocuous, it just didn't really, it wasn't like, oh, you're guilty. So they needed something along the lines of messages, maybe look through his phone, maybe he sent a payment to certain people they alleged to have done it. They want to see like whatever. Here's what happened. Are y'all keeping up with the story? Spam on Scorpions. This is a story. I'm giving y'all the whole story. I'm giving y'all the whole story here, people. Hey, spam some Scorpions if y'all keeping up with the story. I got to make sure I lose y'all. Hold up. I don't know if YouTube's behind or whatever. Let me see what's on Rumble. Y'all keeping up with the story? Okay. Perfect. So now, they got the phone. Now, here's how it works with the warrant. They got the phone to look through the phone, but they could only really look as a part of what they're investigating, right? Like, technically, they're not supposed to be looking. It's like when they tap your phone. They usually have like these laws and whatever that says, yo, you listen for like about 30 seconds or a minute. If they're not talking crime, you got to hang up, which means if they talk for a minute about, yo, what's up with your kid? Nah, kid is good. Yo, what's up? What was that football game? Damn, did you bet on that? Blah, blah. And after a minute, they'd be like, I bet. Did you kill that nigga though? That call technically can't be admissible because the officers monitoring the tap line should have hung up. Now, granted, are they probably listening to that? Duh. It won't be admissible in court, but you know what they use that information to do? Go find other evidence that could bring that into play or exploit the fact that they've heard somebody just talk about a murder, right? Okay. Keep up. So then, they get his phone off of this. Remember, Thug was locked up a while. They're using Cellbrite. Cellbrite is a company that because Apple won't work with the feds or local authorities in accessing user information or decrypting their phone or breaking passcodes, they have gone around that. By the way, that was a whole situation that almost went to federal court. Apple's a $1 trillion company, allegedly just in liquid and worth, has more money than the entire United States government. And because of that, they fought that shit tooth and nails. Why? That looks good to their customers. We ain't gonna never give it up. Nobody could ever come to Apple headquarters with your iPhone and we just open it for them. Never. That's why people love Apple. Oh shit, great. But that's not the only way they could get it. There are other companies that work with law enforcement. One particularly named is Cellbrite. Let's Google Cellbrite. As a civilian, you can't work with this company. They only work with law enforcement. Okay? And actually, you might be able to work with as a civilian. But for the things that they need done or real shit, you're going to see solutions. Look what it says. Public sector and government. State and local government, criminal investigations. Yeah. They do work with, I believe, the public in certain senses, but not to invade the privacy of somebody else. If you forgot your password or something, I believe they'll do a dump, right? But that's not why people are going to them. The government is going to them to say, I got this cell phone here. I got this laptop here. I have this piece of computer that is encrypted. We have some Telegram shit we need to get the shit out of. So we're talking about border security, corrections. We're talking about state and local government. This is usually for criminal investigations. Y'all get what I'm saying? So what happens is, and let me tell you how they work. Cellbrite doesn't work with Apple. Apple, why the fuck? If you're not working with the state and local police and federal police, why would you work with Cellbrite? They're going around what you said. You say you're not helping. So what happens is every time Apple drops a new iPhone, what's the latest iPhone? Tell me. Somebody said, is this legal? Well, it's absolutely legal because there's a warrant to do it. Now, when the cops have a warrant to, so there's two warrants, a warrant to take your phone. So to take it from your possession, that's one warrant. Then there's a warrant to access the phone. Now, how could they access the phone if they don't got your passcode? Nothing in the law forces you to give the law your passcode, right? So now they have to try to find out a way to get in there. They go to Apple. Apple said, I ain't giving you the passcode and I ain't going to take the passcode off. Fuck out of here. So they have to work with this company. So this is legal, right? Because they would work under the pretenses of you got the proper warrants. So every time somebody says iPhone 15, okay, cool. So every time an iPhone comes out, from what I've heard, it takes about 7 months. Not 7 months, actually. Sometimes from 3 to 7 months. From the phone came out to when they could completely crack any type of that phone. So like basically every year when Apple puts out a phone, it takes them a couple months and they figure out how to do data dumps and crack the phone, right? So basically get all the information, get all the deleted footage. That's what works, right? Cool. Yeah. So let's go back to the Young Thug story. They got his phone. That's the most important thing. Back in 2015, we don't know that this is a phone thing. We ain't know they're looking for a bigger thing. We're thinking, damn, they caught Thug with mad guns. It's crazy. No. Smokescreen. They got his phone. They think that the proof is on his phone to convict him. Here's what happened. Thug not giving him the passcode. At the moment, Thug had the latest iPhone. Ain't that ironic? The motherfucking free upgrade was probably what kept Thug from this charge earlier. Think about it. Thug got the latest iPhone. Thug got the best lawyers in the world too. So they got Thug's phone. They're trying to get the data off of it. They have a warrant to get the data off of it. Remember, Apple's going to say fuck no, so they got to use this company. At the time, the company has not decrypted that model phone yet. But here's the thing. They can't tell the courts that because remember, they're in the background doing a different investigation. They're trying to investigate him for the murder of Nut. That's not what they got the search warrant for. The search warrant was not for the investigation of the murder of Donovan Nut Thomas. This was an investigation that Young Thug might be a felon in control of weapons and drugs at his house. And that was probably easy to show. Hey, look at the video. He got lean all over here. Like, look at it. Like, come on, easy. So cool. What happens is Young Thug's lawyers close up this case within like a year and a half. You know what the cops did? Because they do this all the time. They didn't return the phone right away. Oh, it's in evidence somewhere. Yeah, the case is over. So, okay, cool, it's done. We should give you your stuff back, but hey, you have to file this, and we have to get it cleared by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people before we could give you the phone back, but you're gonna get it back. You can imagine Young Thug ain't really thinking like, yo, man, give me my fucking phone. We're gonna go through all the. So like they're probably slow with the process. Here's what happens. Over time, Cellbrite hits the cops and say, oh, we could crack this phone now. Keep in mind, the case is officially closed that they would have been able to legally do it for. They would have been able to legally do it and say, hey, we want to see if that felon, if that gun, his mans gave him. So we want to look through the phone. Or we want to see if that cocaine he got is from so-and-so or blah, blah. We're going to look through the phone. They already cop pleas and all that type of shit. The case is done. There's no reason to look through the phone no more. But remember, I told you, that was a smoke screen. They want the Donovan Nut Thomas thing. So Cellbrite tells him, we could crack the phone. They ain't give the phone back to Young Thug yet, even though they legally should have. You know what they did? Typical scummy cop shit. They went through the phone that was still in evidence that they should have gave back. What did they find on there? A lot of shit. Young Thug pledging allegiance to get rid of other gang members, get rid of members who ain't down with the program. They have Young Thug basically communicating with other sex, money, murder niggas, basically figuring out what's what, and basically also certain things that would be aligned with Young Thug maybe setting up the murder, maybe not directly, but indirectly, including some things that showcase that, you know, he made calls or whatever around the day of the murder, and also that Young Thug got the car that the murder allegedly, or the killing allegedly happened from the drive-by. That's really good information. Oh, we got Thug. By the way, what I'm telling you now, Young Thug lawyer in this RICO case has shot down because it went back to court and they brought it up as evidence. That's why you won't see the text messages from Young Thug used in court. All those text messages where Young Thug is like, yo, some niggas gotta die. Oh, don't believe me. Let's Young Thug text messages. Let's see. Remember at first he was denied bond after they were citing text messages? People were asking him for permission to harm others, right? Hold on, I said we can find some more. We want to find some more messages. Sorry. Hold on, I just want to show you the messages. Let me see. Sex, money, murder. Here we go. Why does TikTok do this? No. I think these count. These is 2018. These count. I want to show you the ones that don't. We heard about them. Actually, I got to find the indictment again. I don't want to go. So in the indictment, they particularly mention we have group text messages among Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, and so and so and so and so saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those got tossed out because they illegally went through that phone. Okay? All right. Let's go back. So now we get to realize why a lot of the phone stuff was pushed out. Now we're back into this conversation of how could they get Young Thug for the murder of Donovan Nutt Thomas. Now, in reality, people, listen, it's one of those things to say, the streets know. The streets been talking. So it's not a dispute in the streets. It's could you prove it in court? Now, Young Thug's lawyer has licked back, and this is where it gets interesting now, is that, hey, listen, if we show some unfair prosecutor, like put it like this, what a district attorney's job is, let me be clear, a district attorney's job is to act on behalf of the public for the benefit of the public and also in respect to even the people they are prosecuting. What does that mean? You can't just try to get a conviction just because you want to get a conviction. If you are knowledgeable and you know that you're unfairly targeting someone and you're breaking their, or you're going around their rights, or you're disrespecting the fact that they're also U.S. citizens that are entitled to certain things under whatever amendment, you are not doing your job right. You're actually violating the code that you actually agreed to when you were a prosecutor. So you're not supposed to maliciously prosecute people. So even if the streets said that Young Thug did it, you're not supposed to be like, I don't care what the fuck I gotta do, I'm gonna prosecute Young Thug. That's not what a district attorney is supposed to do. A district attorney is usually an elected position. So it's voted upon by the people, which means by you doing your duty, you're supposed to respect, even picking up or deciding whether you're going to prosecute a case or charge someone. You got to respect the person allegedly being charged, and you got to respect the person who's allegedly the victim. I hope that didn't go over your head. So now people are saying there is no real evidence that, unless one of the guys in the car that killed them allegedly comes out and said Young Thug paid us, even though Woody was down to say that there was a conversation at a McDonald's, it's kind of loose. There's no real hard proof evidence that Young Thug is the reason why he's dead, even though streets talk, right? This comes into, and that's why people are saying, is this some malicious prosecution? Now, this hasn't really entered into court yet, but it did get entered into court with Fani Willis with another case. And it's the case of Mr. 45, Donald Trump. Ironically, Fani Willis simultaneously was trying to prosecute or trying to get charges, at least at first, or she was about to put charges on Donald Trump for election interference. And she, which a lot of people believe all these cases are going to be name-making cases. Yo, you're tough on crime when you indict the biggest rapper that's from your city because you knew he was doing all the crime. Whoa. People, people going to be mad at you, little rap fans, but they don't vote. Everybody else is going to be like, thank you, you cleaned up Cleveland Ave. So that was going to be a big thing. You got Thug off the street. The next thing was, yo, you're fearless. You don't give a fuck who you go at. You go at the former president of the United States. You're going at him for election interference. Here's what happens, though. We saw Trump float out ideas. Yo, I heard she was fucking with a gang member. By the way, she floated out before Young Thug's team floated out. I heard the lady going at me in Atlanta was fucking with a gang member. Who's the gang member? How we know that? She was like, look, don't believe me. Just watch. Look. Here we go.
To be free.
Fulton County District Attorney
a young racist in Atlanta. She's a racist. And they say, I guess they say that she was after a certain gang and she ended up having an affair with the head of the gang or a gang member. And this is a person that wants to indict me. She's got a lot of problems, but she wants to indict me to try and run for some other office.
Okay.
Hey,
so all of
hey, let me tell you this. Fani Willis is the epitome of biting off more than you could chew. You start fucking with YSL, them niggas can't even read. You ain't hear the nigga said, he said slum is stand for slug, like you don't know what's going on. Like these are the dumbest things on earth. You start fucking with a former president who has tens of millions of dollars in cabinet staff around him just on his personal shit and people who are advisors, research teams, private investigators, they're going to come up with some shit. So he already, before the charges even came down, he said, man, I heard there was like this young racist, he called her racist, who tried to indict me. And I heard she was fucking a gang member. Now, you know, he's slick with it. He said it in a way you can't really sue him, right? But remember, how does a former president of the United States know what's being talked about in the streets? This is what they talk about in the streets of Atlanta, nigga. Then Fani Willis wrote a letter. Y'all ain't see the letter? Look. Letter, Trump. Here we go. Okay, writes letter to her staff. Here we go. She denies rumors and she wrote a letter to her staff. Allow ads. Oh my God, no. Fuck an ad, nigga. Oh my God. Here we go. We'll just go on this thing where ads will be. Look at this. So after Trump said that, chat, guess what happened? She wrote a letter. Look what it says. Make sure y'all can read this. Chat, this is why I love like hip hop news and really getting deep in pause, because this shit better than Power. This shit is like twists and turns. Fani Willis. This was August 9th, 2023. Good morning. FC Fulton County District Attorney family. It's on my understanding that an ad was put out in the Atlanta market to run between 4 days that will have derogatory and false information about me as a district attorney of Atlanta Judicial Court. Apparently, a lot of money was spent to run this ad, so she's calling it an ad. Over the next 5 days, meaning the ad will run quite frequently. Each of you represent me. So the people who are in court arguing for Young Thug to go to jail. By the way, at this point, you probably won't see her in court arguing a case. Her delinquents would do that, right? So her assistant DAs would do that, right? He says, especially the ADAs, assistant district attorney, who all took an oath under my name. We often remind you, if you're an ADA, you're my personal staff and represent me. Many of you are quite kind to me, very protective, and will become very defensive. If someone attempts to attack me, the office, or your colleagues, you may not comment in any way. Basically saying, don't comment about me allegedly fucking a gang member. You may not comment in any way on the ad or any negativity that may be expressed against me, your colleagues, this office in the next coming days, weeks, or months. We have no personal feelings against those we investigate or prosecute, and we should not express any. This is business. It is never personal. We have a job to do. This office we prosecute based on the facts and the law. This office is nonpartisan. You should feel no need to defend me. I shared this with the office last Friday's meeting. 1/100th of the negative or derogative comments I invited you into an hour of my typical day. I'm not concerned with the calls, emails, ads. You should not concern yourself with them. This is a reminder that is against office policy to comment on these matters on social media or any public forum. No employee of this office may make public comments related to this noise. Your instruction from me is to ignore all the noise and keep doing your job with excellence. Fani Willis. So I think she's starting to realize this ain't just the YSL niggas. You just bit up a different tree with the president of the United States, or former president. What happens is that Trump and Trump's team allegedly find out Miss Fani Willis might be loose with that box. She ain't only was fucking on Nut. She was fucking on allegedly someone else that was helping in the prosecution for Donald Trump. Look at this. So this has been happening recently. Can I play one of these? Here we go.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis will face a court hearing next month over allegations that she engaged in an improper relationship with one of the lead prosecutors in the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Co-defendant.
Okay. So now it's assumed or alleged that Fani Willis was fucking this guy within her office. Now, this guy is one of the lead assistant district attorneys that is trying to hold Trump accountable for his interference with the election and especially the Georgia election thing.
Michael Roman made the accusations in a court filing last week, alleging that Willis was having a romantic relationship with Nathan Wade, a special prosecutor she hired in the case.
Ooh, never mind. It's not an ADA. Even worse, a special prosecutor. When they say special prosecutors, usually they're saying, you know, just to make sure this don't get thrown out in like a fucking appeal, we're going to get a special prosecutor that's supposed to be unbiased. So, you know, if she gets an ADA and with Trump accusing her of shit, right? Remember, Trump accused her of fucking a gang member. If she uses one of her ADA, the ADA is going to go even harder because that's her boss. That's her lifeline, right? That's an extension of her. She said, we're going to get a special prosecutor. Happened to be this guy. Now, the special prosecutor is supposed to be neutral. You're not sucking a special prosecutor's penis, are you?
Roman called for both of them to be disqualified and for the case against him to be dismissed. Willis is now accusing Wade's estranged wife of interfering and trying to obstruct her case. She has been
Ooh, ain't it always a woman who try to take a good plan down? So apparently, she makes him special prosecutor, and what happens is his ex-wife doubled back on him and spun and probably fed Trump the information to say, "Hey, yo, Trump, you know that new prosecutor, that special prosecutor that's going to prosecute you? You know, that was my former husband and he fucking Fani Willis too? I'm sleep."
subpoenaed to appear in Wade's divorce case next week. Willis has not confirmed or denied a relationship with Wade. A Fulton County judge.
Ooh, you got to deny that, girl. If you suck that nigga dick, Trump gonna be walking free. That's facts. Out of anybody you can find to prosecute me, you gonna find a nigga you was giving that gawk $3 million to. And by the way, y'all don't know Fani Willis got the bumper. Fani Willis ass. I'm gonna just Google it, nigga. She got an ass on her, nigga. It's that blue dress. That blue dress she was holding, bro. We gotta find that shit. She had her ass poking. She was riding some dick with that shit, man. All I'm trying to tell y'all is like, bruh.
Judge has asked Willis to respond to the allegations by February 2nd.
Now here's the big problem too. This is now into the court's hands. So there's a court hearing a misconduct hearing that is going to determine if Fani Willis has done or engaged in some misconduct behavior, which number one might jeopardize the case with Trump, or at least might just take it out of that jurisdiction or take all the power or really nullify even the charges against him, and they would have to refile with a different prosecutor, a different DA, also jeopardize her job, which is, whoa, you're done. Here's the thing, too. Any other cases she has current that she's pressed charges on, including YSL, YFN, that would make those cases look crazy. And mistrials and also possible misconduct clauses or issues might be raised there, too. If Fani Willis fucked anybody from nut all the way to the special prosecutor, I mean, maybe she tries to lie, but she might be fucked. Literally.
So for more on the case and other legal issues, former President Donald Trump is facing.
Now, here's what I just seen recently. Let's go to News Made It. Here we go. Allegedly, some investigators have unearthed bank statements that allegedly shows Fani Willis' lover, the prosecutor Wade, which is this nigga right here, bought airline tickets for him and her to travel for a vacation. Look at this nigga right here, man. You think if he buying tickets for himself and her for vacation, he ain't funny? What y'all think? Now, don't believe just the headline. Let's look at the proof. This is his transactions. Nathan Wade. Here we go. Bang. October 13th. American Airlines, Fort Worth, Texas. That's their headquarters, I think, where they get all payments. Whatever. The origin, here's the ticket number, and it says passenger Nathan Wade. Then we have October, the same day, Fort Worth, Texas, passenger Fani Willis. The origin is here. The destination is there. RVU to FEE. Let me look up those airport codes. RVU to airport. That's an airport code. My bad. Airport code. What the fuck? What's RVU? Did I put that wrong? No, it's RVU. Huh? All right, fuck that. What's the destination code? FEE. Or is that just fee? Am I stupid? I probably am stupid as fuck. I probably am stupid. Somebody says, what's an RVU fee? I'm dumb as fuck. Origin, RVU, it said destination. What the fuck does that mean? On the credit card bill, American Airlines adds a R. I can't find anywhere, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we got the flights, people. We got the flights. We got the ticket number. Can we look up the flight number? If a flight number, we can figure out where they were going. You know, we got to be in everybody's business. Because Nate be in my business, too. Okay, we can't. Where's it? I guess a ticket number, but I can't find out. Fuck. It's just the tickets. Okay, fuck. Also, there's a Holiday Inn Express that was booked. You see right here? There's no name on that, but okay, cool. So he booked 2 flights. Chat, what y'all think they were doing on the flight? Chat, what y'all think he was doing on the flight? Oh, by the way, look at this. Vacation Express. Who knows what this was? Holy. Oh, okay. This makes sense, chat. This makes sense. Now it makes sense to me. So, never mind. Okay, so let me explain to you. Have y'all ever booked something via Orbitz? Anybody here has booked flights? I know I got my, my rich niggas, my grown niggas in here. Y'all booked flights before? If you ever booked flights before, look at your credit card statement. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna look. Let's say you paid Orbitz. If you pay Orbitz, you're gonna most likely see more than one fee, right? So Orbitz puts a hold on your card, right? This is what happens. They put a hold on your card, right? And then you're gonna see charges from the airlines that's actually you're gonna fly on, because the money gets sent to them directly. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So essentially, like right here, it says Vacation Express. I'm pretty sure they booked through a travel agent, and this is because I know some people say why this looks so cheap. The travel agent is charging the cars with either fees or whatever because they have to pay the airlines directly. Look up here as well. October 4th, Royal Caribbean, right? You see those, which by the way look like this nigga was fucking this shit. So we got 2 Royal Caribbeans, then we have 2 flights here. Oh, here. Look, October 4th. Origin IAH. That's Houston. Houston to Miami. You know they fucking. You fly with anybody from Houston to Miami. First of all, everybody fucking in Houston. Only whores are in Houston. Everybody fucking in Houston and everybody fucking in Miami. Ain't no possible way. Ain't no way, nigga. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Everybody fucking in Houston, everybody fucking in Miami. Okay. Holy shit. And then we have what? Miami to DFW. Oh, it's a round trip. And then Miami to DFW, which is Dallas Fort Worth. Then Dallas Fort Worth back to the Houston. Oh, they're fucking. They're fucking. Then we have another ticket that go from Atlanta to Miami. And then Miami back to Atlanta. Okay. Then there's another one that go to what? What's this? Atlanta to what? What the fuck is this? This is for both of them. Atlanta to Miami. What's this? Is it SJO? Oh no. Okay. Donald Trump allegedly on this is Truth Social. He says, "Whoa, yo, Trump's an asshole." Yo, one in the chat if we need Trump back, man. Oh man, one in the chat if we need Uncle T back. Nigga, I ain't vote in like good 6-7 years. I ain't vote since Obama was in that bitch, but I'm voting again. Uncle T gotta come home. I don't care if he's a 6-time felon. Yeah, he paid some bitch off. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care what y'all saying about that nigga. That man's a good man. He coming back. I'm not playing with y'all niggas, man. I'm sorry, bro. He coming back on y'all niggas. I'm sorry. Nigga done freed ASAP Rocky, Kodak Black. Even though, nigga, shit, if he was in office, Kodak would have been free again. Remember Kodak locked up on some federal shit. Nigga, he would have pardoned that nigga again. Man, let that nigga Kodak out. We know that nigga's stupid. Biden don't even know what's going on. Nigga, I haven't seen like a video of Biden in like 3 years, my nigga. I don't even know if that nigga's alive. It said credit card records it said just released credit card records showing a small sample only. Irrefutably prove that Fulton County, Georgia, crime-ridden Atlanta. Yo, this is a sneak this king. Crime-ridden Atlanta DA Fani Willis colluded with her boyfriend/lover to wrongfully target me in order to enrich themselves and to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Cruises, wineries, shopping, and so much more paid for with money they got by persecuting me and other honorable patriots. I ain't gonna lie, man. Free Uncle Trump, man. Get this chick on out of here, man. Y'all could go fuck. Listen, y'all could go fuck on a conjugal visit, man. Leave my nigga Uncle T alone. It says here, bank statements were filed by Wade's wife. Oh, they found this in the divorce filings. I tell you about them ex-wives. You know how mad she was when she was like, you know, he was probably like capping, like, no, I'm just booking for my boss. Like, nah, I'm sorry it's on our personal statement, baby, but it's my boss. Your boss with the fat ass who got that wet throat. Not your boss with the fat ass and the wet throat and no tonsils and no gag reflexes, right? Yeah, she about to get Young Thug in him. We about to have a special business meeting. We finna have a special business meeting. What you mean? I just had to book a flight for her. What you mean? I ain't gonna lie, this ex-wife is devious. The bank statements were filed by the now his ex-wife for their divorce. 3 days later, he spent $4,000 on a company called Vacation Express. Let's Google that, chat. Let's get into that right now. Vacation Express. Let's get onto it. Oh shit, bitch got on this shit. Oh, this shit like This shit, oh my God, this put me on. This shit better than a motherfucker. Oh shit, nigga, this shit better than Travelocity. Oh, Lynn, chat, where we going? Where we going, chat? We going from Houston? Man, we going to Cancun on these bitch ass niggas, man. Fuck all that shit. We going to Cancun on these bitch ass niggas. Where y'all want to go? The 20th to the 27th? 7 nights? 2 adults? All right, let's get it, man. Fuck all that shit, man. We out. Oh, my boy was vacationing. I ain't gonna lie to you, though. Most people in all corporate jobs, they be fucking. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga done put me onto a site. I never heard of this site before. Oh, shit. No, this fire. Advanced options. Any airline? Nah, I like first class. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm claustrophobic. Look, I can't sit in economy. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right, here we go. Finna book some shit right now. Damn. Y'all want to be like an elected member? Nigga, I would use y'all tax money for good purposes. This is great. Mexico extravaganza. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Rio de Mar. Okay. Rio Caribe. Oh, my God. Planet Hollywood. The adult scene? Oh, my God, nigga, this sound like hedonism, nigga. Young Thug in jail, we just fucking on the beach. What? Oh, no, this is good. This is fire here. Why they didn't tell me they had shit like this? Rio Cancun. Oh, this fire. Damn. All right, well. So 3 days later they spent this here. Then in 2023, he purchased this ticket to San Francisco in both him and Willis' names. By the way, keep in mind, if they're trying to do official business, you would imagine that they would have, like, first of all, Fani Willis is the highest in the county. They have a county card. Like, we're not stupid. They have a county card. They have a county expense budget. They're not buying it on their own card, then expensing it. They might do that just to kind of like, oh, you don't know why we went there type shit. But like, they would have charged this if they were really like, this is complete business. You have a Fulton County card, swiping on that bitch. You're swiping this on your motherfucking Visa card, nigga. That you know your wife gonna see. Which, by the way, yo, chat, we gotta talk about it, man. Yo, chat, why is men always so horrible as cheaters, bro? Just why, bro? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, niggas be thinking that women barely cheat. Like, I'm almost at the thought that every woman cheats, bro. They just be doing so much you'll never find it, or we do so little in trying to find it. Bro, this nigga is so sloppy with the cheat. I ain't gonna lie, this is some type of cheating I'll do. Nigga, I'm sloppy with it, nigga. I'm lazy as fuck, nigga. Nigga, rather than just reaching in my pocket and take out my motherfucking, or asking the girl like, yo, let's use the fucking, well, maybe they were looking at it that way too. We can't use the county card because they're gonna ask questions and we gotta log everything. Because when you use usually company cards for certain things like that, you gotta log everything. Okay, we did this. This is the business reason. But fuck, nigga. Now you better buy this shit on a Cash App card, nigga. You better buy this shit on some shit you just you pay the corner store just to get a temporary card, nigga. You got a wife, nigga? Nobody is in your business more than a wife, a girlfriend, or somebody else. Put like this, especially a bitch that don't work. Nobody check your finances more than a bitch that don't work, nigga. She want to see every dollar come in, every dollar go out. Cause to keep it real, nigga, that's her lifeline. Nigga, you know your ex-wife was scouring through them credit card records, nigga. Why the fuck is this? How lazy us niggas are, bro. The nigga made it so obvious. The nigga booked that Vacation Express. Like, nigga, you should have went to a website called businesstravel.com. Like, this nigga went to Vacation Express. You think your ex-wife looking through your credit card statement and see Vacation Express not about to tweak on you, nigga? Now it said Nathan Wade was paid more than $500,000 more than the other two prosecutors. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's how you know that nigga was laying down. That nigga was laying down heavy duty dick. There's other prosecutors on that case, but he's paid $500,000 more. You know what type of fucking you got to do for that? My boy was on his timing, man. Yo, she paid that nigga $500,000 more? It's a $500,000 dick, man. Somebody says, our view is requested voluntary upgrade. Thank you for that. Yo, Fani Willis, man, we all looked up to you as a strong black woman. Don't let me find out you ain't nothing but a glorified city girl, nigga, that got a degree. Because if you done fuck two niggas, one a gangbanger and one you done, like, this is a typical woman shit. Put a nigga in a position he don't deserve to be. Pay him extra more. A wise man told me this one time, but he told me two things that contradict each other. Hear me out. Wise man told me never shit where you sleep. No, never shit where you work at. Which means if you work at a job, say you work at Amazon, never fuck another Amazon employee. Or if you're an Amazon supervisor, never fuck one of your subordinates. It's never going to turn out good. The same wise man told me, if you get a chance to fuck your supervisor, fuck the shit out of her. Just don't fuck somebody on the same level as you, because she got all the shit to lose. Basically, if you trying to get to the top, the only way you can get there is with some hard dick. But you can't fuck the person who just, y'all both folding clothes on the floor. Nah, you can't fuck the girl like that. She's the one that make the schedule, determine the pay, this and third. You want your cock bouncing off her tonsils every night. Because you know what happened? Worst come to worst, her ass to get fired. You just act like, what the fuck? I ain't know what's going on. Yeah. You're right, chat. Pop a Blue Chew, a honey pack, and get on with it. So I hope that ain't go over your head, man. Don't eat where you work at, or don't shit where you work at. But shit, if you could fuck the head boss at your job, you gonna go up that ladder of success. All right, Fani Willis, man, good luck. I guess this goes to show, no matter how they look in a dress, no matter how well-spoken they are, the number one thing on their mind is real ass bitch give a fuck by a nigga. They all city girls, man. It's all good. All right, people. Perfect. They say Uncle Shay Shay hit it. All right. What are we talking about next? What are we talking about the last part about this too is that so the YSL trial, so the prosecutors are moving with motions that they want to block the live stream of the trial. I don't know if it's still up currently. Let's see. Right? YSL trial. If we hit that, it looked like Law and Crime been doing a good job of, like, you know, keeping the live streams. I think it's still going on. Like, they still have the live streams. Live stream. Today's like Sunday. Let's see if we can find the YSL one. Oh, we haven't seen a YSL one in like 10 days. Okay. Yeah.
He's from the state in red.
Okay. Anyway, here's the point. So the RICO trial for Young Thug and the rest of YSL might change in a way soon, at least for spectators. Moreover, the state just filed a motion to block the live stream of court proceedings, and their reason is quite interesting. Specifically, they name limitations on the media's ability to record video testifying witnesses during the pendency of the trial of this case. Wait, hold on. They name limitations on media's ability to record testifying witnesses. In addition, they reference a December 5th, 2023 incident in which live footage of the trial testimony for forensic analysis for the state was broadcasted by the media. As the witness testified, menacing commentary appeared in the live chat for the broadcast. We will see you later. So-and-so witness name YSL Gunna pop by. Furthermore, prosecutors they want to consider a substantial likelihood of harm.
Man, young snitch life, bro. Everyone in YSL, they are telling. You don't know what's what anymore. Everyone basically took a plea deal. The only person who has no plea deal and they don't plan on giving a plea deal to is Mr. Young Thug himself. Now, we feel bad for Young Thug, but then you got to also think about it like, what could be done? Like, who could really help or anything? You feel me? Like, Young Thug's in a very kind of weird spot right now if you really, really want to think about it. Like, they have so much evidence against him, bro. And at this point, you have to think, what does Thug care about more? Like, he's taking it to trial. So if he gets found guilty, like how Tory got 10, I think they're going to try and give Thug 15. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Thug probably doesn't care, but shit. If Thug has to even do 10, 15 years, his career is done. Like, Gunna's real, I guess, for staying on the label and all that stuff, but Gunna needs to disassociate himself from YSL and all that stuff. You know, the prosecutors and all that stuff, they're playing really, really weird and bad for them. Like, if you really sit there and watch the whole trial and everything, I wouldn't be surprised if they called Gunna up to take the stand and just to ask random questions, just to make Gunna look like a rat too. Even though, you feel me, I can't even say look like a rat because he took the plea, so it's 50-50 if people already call him a rat. Or if they just say, hey, Thug told him it's alright to come out, this is that, which obviously, man, Thug does not mess with Gunna at all, if we want to keep it a bean. He doesn't like Gunna. You feel me? That voice recording that came out, you feel me? My boy Ek validated that it's real. He said, fuck Gunna. He's not fucking with Gunna. Called him a rat. Lil Baby's not fucking with him. Like, you gotta think about all the people closest to Young Thug. They not fucking with him. Young Thug's not coming out to deny anything. If Young Thug beats his trial and comes out, either two things for Gunna's career. Gunna's career is either gonna die out completely, or they can reconcile their problems and, you feel me, see what happens. I'm pretty sure Gunna's putting hella money on Young Thug's books, like trying to make sure he's straight and stuff. But it's like Thug probably doesn't even care or want his money. Thug's good financially, most likely. Plus, he's tagged him with so many other rappers. Like, he put so many rappers on, like, who's up tens of millions, who I know they put money in his book, like Lil Baby, especially people like Drake. Like, Drake fucks with Thug heavy, so, you know, he's gonna put some money on Thug's books too if he ever need anything, plus his label. But hey, man, whole situation is just sad. Like, you can't really feel bad for anybody at all, though. Like, they did this to themselves. They put themselves in this situation. Young Thug turned to a millionaire and a top rapper in the world, one of the most influential rappers, and he still want to stay in a bunch of street stuff. So you can't really be mad at anybody but Young Thug himself. And after saying all that, like, I really want to know where you guys' minds at for the whole thing. Do you think Thug is gonna beat the case? Is he gonna, you feel me, hope maybe get a plea, take a plea? I don't know. It's crazy how they're saying that YFN Lucci, he hasn't folded or anything or nothing like that. But you got Young Thug over there and YSL, Young Snitch Life, bro. And the crazy thing to me is people like Lil Gotti and stuff. I swear to God, like people like Lil Gotti, if Lil Gotti ever got locked up, I feel like he'd be one of the first people to take a plea agreement. Give him a week with no perks, he might lose his mind. So it's like you don't know how these people function. Like they probably think in their head, okay, I could go to like the ones who never really like did any time. They probably think, okay, I could go there. I'm street like that. Until they actually go and sit there, it's nothing to do. What if they ain't have no phone? Like it's boring. They're missing out all their drugs. So them boys are fiends. Like they can't live without their drugs. No drugs and all that stuff for like who knows how long. They might tweak out completely, and you don't know what's gonna happen after that. But hey, man, for the most part, let me know what you guys feel about the whole thing, man. Like, we rock with Thug heavy over here. You feel me? And it's no bias against Gunna. You feel me? If Gunna puts out a hot song, we still gonna bump Gunna. But let me know what you guys feel about the whole thing. Is Thug gonna beat the case, or all the snitches gonna take him down? Like, his homeboy on the stand right now, you feel me? It's a clip that came out today that said, there are men that YSL had Bloods and Crips in the gang. Like, man, and YSL is a gang. It's not looking good for Thug, bro. But hey, if there are any like phone lawyers or YouTube lawyers, hit the chat. Let me know what's up. It's your boy, Big Act News, and I am out.